1 point dropped, and what was your view of the sending off that we had and the Mustafi incident with Vardy didn't get sent for?
Well, I have my opinion. I prefer to keep it like this because they are very clear incidents, and that's why we have the referees, we have the VAR. They can get it wrong or right, but it's what it is.
I mean, it's a case of a point gained, would you say, or in the grand scheme of things, would you obviously prefer the win, but 10 men, it changed the second?
I think for long periods of the game, we deserve the 3 points 100%, but against this opposition, when you have them there, you have to kill them, and we should have scored 2 or 3 or 4 goals, and then the game is over. You haven't done that, and as well, after you let the team down with 10 men, and obviously to win 3 points by doing these two things becomes really complicated. But overall, I'm extremely proud and happy with what I've seen from the players, the way we played, the way we dominated this type of opponent. And it's not an easy thing to do after the amount of games that we played in the last few days.
It's just a case of those fine margins, isn't it? Putting away the chances. There weren't enough chances to kill the game off early on, would you say?
Absolutely, but they have a really good goalkeeper as well that saved them in the specific moment that we needed it. And then the incident with Eddie, yes, we can discuss the intention or whatever it is. The referees made a decision. We have to learn from that as well. Since I joined, I think it's the fourth time that we play with 10 men, and it's something that we have to improve because we give the opponent a big advantage.
Thank you, Mikel.
Thank you.
Abdul said.
Hello, Mikel. I heard what you said to Jeff Shreves in our post-match interview. And so I hope you don't mind me taking you back to that. But the comparison between Eddie Nketiah's red card and Jamie Vardy's non-red card, are you saying that both challenges had no intent, but both were dangerous, and that's why you think they should have been treated the same?
What I'm saying is that if we review incidents of that type, we review them all. And it has to be something equal for everybody because it changes the game completely. And if Eddie is a red card, for sure the other one is a red card.
Can I ask you about Bukayo Saka? I mean, another assist for him tonight and a brilliant assist as well. That's his 12th assist of this season in his 37th appearance for Arsenal, and he's still only 18 years old. Does he keep surprising you with his maturity and his ability?
No, he's really good. He's really accurate and he's very precise in the final third. And the closer he gets to the box, actually, the picture is clearer for him. That's why he's made that many assists. And he will score a lot of goals because he has a really good quality in terms of finishing as well with both feet. He's learning a different position as well, the one that I demanded to play today again. And in some moments he had some difficulties, but he read some situations really, really well, and he was a threat.
How do you see the battle for the European spots now and Arsenal's place within that battle?
I don't know. We have to go game by game. We have to review the game, try to get better, improve, and go against the Spurs, try to win the 3 points, and we will see where this takes us.
Thank you. Last one from me. It concerns William Saliba at Saint Etienne. So not directly on the game. Can you update us on what the situation with that is? Is he staying in France for the cup final, or is he coming back to London?
Well, the clubs are dealing with the situation. You know what happened in the last few days, so I prefer to stay a little bit away from that. Hopefully they can find a good agreement and the situation in good terms, help the player as well, and contribute to have good faith and be positive about the situation.
So it's not sorted yet, it's still being discussed?
Yes.
Thank you, Mikel.
Thank you.
Joe, NBC.
Hi, Mikel. You talked about killing off teams. Is that kind of part of the development of your Arsenal, that you need to be more clinical? Are you seeing that as a reoccurring theme so far? And if so, what can you do to change that?
No, but it's very difficult to do. The hardest thing to do is to score goals. We're generating more than enough opportunities to go with a much bigger margin into half time. We will make, a lot of reviews about situations like that and how important they are in crucial moments to make the right decisions and be clinical and ruthless. But after that, if you don't do that, then you cannot give anything to the opponent, and you cannot play this type of game with 10 men.
Can I ask about Dani Ceballos as well? That ball through for the first goal. What do you think of his display? Because he is playing a bit deeper, but he seems to have been taken really well to that new role.
He was superb again. I think him and Granit are creating a really good understanding. They give us a lot of balance. They give us a lot of stability with the ball as well to make the first right decision in transition moments. They are evolving a lot together defensively. Dani as well, I think he's made a big step forward. The way he's pressing, the amount of interceptions, tackle that he's putting in, and he's enjoying.
Finally, do you want him to stay, Mikel, Dani, long term?
I am really happy with him. I think it's something that the club has to go a little bit further with Real Madrid on that. At the moment, he's playing very well. I am really happy with him, and he's a player with a big talent and still a lot of things to improve.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Amy?
Hi, Mikel. Given the absence of Eddie and Martinelli as well, would you be considering Aubameyang playing more centrally? Obviously, it's a lot for Lacazette to play 90 minutes of every game centre forward. Might this be another opportunity to play over there?
Yeah, he's played tonight, unfortunately, with 10 men, which is a completely different game. We will look at the options that we have up front now and how we can be a little bit diverse and have different options. But obviously, we will wait and see the suspension with Eddie for how long it is, and we will adapt.
Oba was very proud of his share of the Golden Boot last year. Do you think that it affects his chances where he's playing on the pitch? He's obviously still scoring goals everywhere. Do you think that's something still important to him this season?
I don't know. We need to try to put in the team as much as firepower as possible within losing our balance. And always he's scoring a lot of goals coming from that position. He's done it all his career as well. We know he can play as a 9, but at the moment the balance of the team is a little bit better like this.
Do you feel that he's happy to play anywhere for you? Is that the kind of relationship you have?
I don't think it's about the relationship. It's about the type of player that he is. That he's a team player. I mean, you can ask him to play anywhere, and he's happy to take it. Obviously, I would prefer to play somewhere all the time, but he's happy, and you see the effort that he puts in every game.
Thanks, Mikel.
Thank you.
Finally, Mark?
Hi, Mikel.
Hello.
Just quickly going back to Eddie. How is he taking it? How is he in the dressing room now? I assume he's quite down.
He's disappointed. He said sorry, and he doesn't need to do that. I know when he goes for every single ball is because he's so willing to win every challenge, be on the front foot in every action. He didn't see the player coming up, and obviously he doesn't want it to hurt anybody. So it's part of the process. They are really young. They need to learn from these situations, and hopefully it won't happen again.
Will you now be relying on the likes of Oba and Lacazette, just kind of your older players, to put an arm around him and make him feel better?
Absolutely. I think we'll have to support him, and there are a few things that happened why we didn't end up winning the game. It's not just that action. Obviously, against top oppositions, playing with 10 men, you make it really difficult for yourself, and it's something that we have to improve as a team.
Thank you, Mikel.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Have a good
See you
night.
soon.
Bye.